Gene, hello, and welcome to the MegaCast.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Tyler.
Hello.
So
Uh,
thank you.
virtually meet you.
Yes.
Look how good you look on Zoom there. I like that. You got your Auburn Hills sign. You're smiling. You're happy, and hey, why not? We're on the road to getting our businesses open, and that's got to make any chamber director feel real good.
Absolutely. After 12 weeks of being locked down for the most part, makes a big difference for sure. We're happy to see everybody opening back up finally.
So we were just talking to John McNamara of the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association. You might have heard John in there, and a lot of creative things happening as the restaurants begin to open, and communities will have the opportunity to allow restaurants and bars to expand their reach a little bit around their property. Do you see that kind of thing happening in your community, or is at least there dialogue about that?
Oh, yes. So, one of the cool things about Auburn Hills, we have a really unique makeup as far as the city proper goes. So we house Great Lakes Crossing outlets, one of the largest tourist attractions in Michigan, as well as the only Top Golf in the state. And then we also have a very nice, quaint, beautiful downtown area as well. So you've got a lot of different aspects going on with our city proper and talking about the reopen of some of these different districts or areas within the city of Auburn Hills. So Great Lakes Crossing obviously has reopened and they are experiencing limited hours right now, but I am thrilled to say, have more than 3 dozen stores that have reopened. And website, you can see which stores are available, and then you can also see the hours of their availability as well. So,
Hey, Gene, maybe can I make an offer and impose on you a little bit? You can't
of
say you
course,
can't say no because we're live on the radio and TV right now. But what if we send out Erica Jones maybe someday next week or whenever you think it is appropriate with our cameras, and we just do a live report from Great Lakes Crossings. You can come with us if you want, and maybe walk us around the mall a little bit, see how things are going out there, and maybe give a good opportunity to promote to all of Oakland County what's been going on there and how folks in Auburn Hills and the mall are dealing with this. Would you be up for a little walkabout out there at Great Lakes Crossings?
I'm all in. Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'd be
So
great. I'll let Gary and Dana and Kristen, the management team over there, we'll just plan the whole thing. Yeah.
are they going to be able to do some things outside of the mall? Are the malls working on that, or they have their hands full just getting things back up and operating? Because that is a great mall. It's one of the best malls in the country, and right here in our listening area.
Yeah, they are definitely working towards figuring out how they can do that. And of course, there are some restaurants that already have that opportunity. And so there are some capacities and capabilities to make that happen. Prior to this, the mall itself, they have such a massive parking lot. So there's a lot of opportunities for outdoor activity as well and outdoor events. So just throwing some of those ideas out there as far as for creative ways that people can take advantage of some outdoor social distancing, so to speak. So,
Well, we all got to pivot and figure out how to get through this crazy thing, and I think everybody by and large has done a good job. But let's not miss the fact that these businesses have been closed down for an awful long time, and
right.
they're we Tyler, what's the name of the place you probably go there that sells the crack fries? Hopcat, forgive me. Hopcat registered yesterday. I think they filed for bankruptcy. And they're just a great Michigan company with fantastic restaurants. So it's been really hard. It has been a difficult time, don't you think?
For sure. I do. I totally agree. We, along with obviously our large mall that we've talked about so far, we have a number of small businesses, and our downtown is full of those small business owners. And we've heard from so many of them and have worked with them through this process and trying to make sure we serve as a resource to one, get all of them the right equipment that they're going to need to open from a PPE perspective, but then at the same time, just with their needs and it is devastating, obviously, as all of our small businesses have experienced. But at the same time, one of the things I'll mention that John was just talking about too, that the Auburn Hills community and the DDA and our TIFA are working very quickly to allow for the changes that need to be made. We have what's called a pop-up public square that they're setting up outside, and there's a beautiful park where there will be opportunities to grab and go, so to speak. And so that's already been approved in our area. We also have in the past and are planning to, again, moving forward, as he mentioned, with the, the cocktails to go. So prepackaged beer and wine right now would be approved, that you can take it. And we have a couple of businesses just in our downtown that do tasting, and then you can purchase beer and wine and take it with you. So this would provide an opportunity for people to do that and then just go and sit and socialize from a obviously social gathering and social distancing perspective, but to have a nice time and enjoy themselves.
I don't want people to think that I'm a drunk, but, McNamara just said on the show, he said that they're trying to do that for liquor, too. So, maybe you could have a margarita growler. When we can have a margarita growler in the state of Michigan, I'm going to send the governor a thank you note. I'm just saying.
I will sign that thank you note too.
I'm just saying. Hey, I just want to mention to you, just as you talk to your establishments in Auburn Hills, I just got to salute the people at the Harbor Steakhouse in Keego Harbor, because they came up with a really good drink that you might want to tell people to start serving up around Auburn Hills. It's called the Quarantini. So so I don't know what's in it. Tyler, do we know what's in the Quarantini? No.
No, as I've said before.
He wouldn't have one anyway. He's such a good kid. But I would.
Safe answer, Tyler.
No, Tyler would have one. So, but when we get together, we'll have to have a Quarantini. Anything else that you think might be helpful for our folks, Gene?
The one thing I'll mention too, obviously, I just had a conversation this morning with the general manager of Topgolf, and he actually right now is down in Indiana working at the Topgolf down there to learn the nuances of reopening, so that when they officially do reopen up here, they will be able to do that confidently. And a couple of things that he mentioned, they're set up perfectly for a situation that you can actually be outdoors, and they have different bays obviously set up so you can, and he said, up to 6 people. Each bay allows a barrier. They have a barrier set up, and you're at least 11 feet apart. So again, I think that it's a great opportunity moving forward in the coming months for families to be able to get out and enjoy some time and have some fun and really experience, the great Michigan weather. So, and along with that, one of the other things too, I just want to give a shout out to many of our manufacturers in the area of Auburn Hills. We have a large manufacturing, international, global manufacturing makeup, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And they all were so proactive in reaching out and helping to provide PPE equipment to our hospitals and our frontline workers and our police, fire, and safety, and have done just such an amazing job, really uniting together to be proactive in helping the community. So,
well, Gene Jernigan, the president of the Auburn Hills Chamber, we've talked to a ton of them throughout this whole time, Gene, and you're right. There've been some great stories, PPE this, solutions for that, helping with the whole manufacturing chain on a variety of different things, including ventilators. So much happened right in your community and here in Auburn Hills to help us get through this crisis. So it is a really good time. So we're going to keep in touch with you. I think, Tyler, our bigger job through this whole process may be publicizing and sharing information about all the new things that are going to be available and encouraging people to get back out. So we're going to focus on that, Gene, if you don't mind. And you mentioned Top Golf a couple of minutes ago. I love that place. And I've not even been there, but all we've heard about it. I mean, for people that don't know about Top Golf, I tell people, just imagine you're at Comerica Park watching a baseball game and you happen to get tickets to the executive suite from the boss, and then you brought your golf clubs, a bunch of balls, and a tee, and you can hit balls out to third base. That's kind of what. Is that a pretty good description of what Top Golf is?
It's a good description. Yeah, for sure.
She'd be very charitable with me, Tyler.
Well, you don't have to be a golfer. That's the great thing. And you don't have to bring clubs or balls or tees or anything. Basically, you just show up, have a great time. They provide you with all the necessities, and whether you're a golfer or not, you can enjoy it.
It looks like a lot of fun when you drive by it on I-75, and you can see everything they've done there. So really cool. Good to have it in our county and in your community. Gene, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you soon, all right?
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Jean Jernigan, she is the president of the Auburn Hills Chamber, joining us here in the MegaCast.